When the home invasion turned out to be a surprise party, Janet was relieved.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, please have your attention.
Okay, Ron.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
Yeah?
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Interns. Welcome everybody to the Chasing Domenico podcast.
Welcome to.
Oh yeah.
The small child was uncomfortable sitting on the bishop's lap.
I bet he was.
The children did not find the moray eel cuddly.
Artist Gilmore did very well in the mime class.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Yeah, baby.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Wait, don't you?
Who the hell is Julius Caesar? You know I don't follow the NDA.
I don't speak
Oh,
Spanish.
Baxter, you are my little gentleman. I'll take you to foggy London town because you are one my little gentleman.
Hi, friend. Welcome to the Chasing Domenico podcast.
Episode 35.
And today we are honoring Anchorman 2
And Anchorman 1, baby! That's right.
Go back there.
And you
Eat a whole
wheel of cheese.
cheese.
How'd you do that? Thanks, I'm not even mad.
That's amazing.
Sick catfish face diaper wearing assholes. That's what you look like.
Again.
Sick catfish face diaper wearing assholes. That's what you look
That's
like.
what he looked like.
Rick killed a guy. Did you throw a trident? Yeah, I threw horses and a man on fire, and I killed a guy with a trident.
I'm a man who discovered the wheel and built the Eiffel Tower out of metal and brawn. That's what kind of man I am.
Everyone who is someone is lining up to smoke crack.
No, we can't smoke it on
No
live
offense,
television.
but you are a stupid
Asshole. No offense.
Oh yeah. It's just a warm up for Ron.
I'm not a baby, I'm a man.
Interns.
I am an anchorman.
All right, everybody. He is on fire as always. A Ron Burgundy inspired fire on
Oh, get higher, baby. What did he say to do? He said, get higher, baby. Don't ever come down.
Everybody is on Burgundy overload here.
Shouting, man. It's everybody. It's the energy in here,
All
man.
right, guys, so welcome. This is the Chasing Domenico podcast.
We
and
honor Will Ferrell in every podcast
Yes.
because he's the mecca of king and comedic genius, and
King
we
of
all
kings.
love him. He can do no wrong.
No.
In Chapter 4, here's some more. Any Will Ferrell character can stop by anytime, but today it's all about Ron Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Why? Because Will Ferrell for president.
Why are we honoring Anchorman 2 and Anchorman 1?
Why not?
As the wise man once said.
So, because it's my podcast and anything goes.
Boom!
Boom! When you get the opportunity to mix pure gold with pure gold, trust me, that's a lot of gold.
A lot of gold, man.
Everybody in this room is a huge Will Ferrell fan. How many of you have seen Anchorman 2 more than once? That's what I thought. That's
As
what
you
I
should.
thought.
That's as you should be doing.
All right,
Now,
what's new in the, I was going to say in the Ron Burgundy and Will Ferrell world?
in the Will Ferrell world, there's 2 more movies coming out in the next year or two. One is Get Hard,
which
with,
we talked
yeah.
about. Say it with your chest!
And then there's a
Kevin
new
Hart.
one. There's a new one that's in just talks between Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, the team up of Step Brothers again.
Oh my God,
It's called-
Talladega Nights.
Yes, it's called Border Guards, and it's just about them being guards on the Mexican border.
my
but
God.
Come on, that's gonna be fucking awesome.
I hope they talk quickly.
Talk quickly and film now.
Please.
Chasing Domenico is the Rocky Horror of podcasts.
With group participation.
Hey!
Hey!
If you're new to it, don't worry. I know there's a lot of inside
Yeah.
jokes and shit. You will catch on very quickly.
D will ease you into it.
But just know that you are amongst friends who want nothing more than to laugh with you,
Laughter's
hold
medicine.
you close, and spank your bottom a little bit.
Just a little bit, just a little touch.
I would like to extend to you
Yes.
an invitation to the pants party.
That's right. There's a pants party in my pants, and you're all invited. It's an invitation to play. I encourage you to color outside of the lines.
He says it's okay.
Yes, of course, man. That's my whole bag, baby.
Get back in the sandbox and play with D.
Now hit this joint, have some
Have
fun.
some fun. It's
man.
a staycation. Get silly.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
There you go. That's just for D, man. It's a favorite of hers.
You want masturbating?
Masturbate.
You want masturbating?
Masturbating.
You want masturbating?
I'm just driving it home. A mystery clip right up front.
Oh, shit, baby. This podcast is rated PG-13.
That's for fuck.
And extra fun.
Yes.
You must listen to this at maximum volume
Yeah.
because it's a rock and roll podcast.
It's like the Velvet Goldmine soundtrack.
That's right, which is the third rule of glam dream pop. You must listen to that soundtrack.
Fuck yeah.
It's all I heard. Now this is a party, baby. Break us down. Oh no, let's go! Woo!
Elevator or the Inception
Or the
train.
Inception train,
We're going
baby.
to Tomac either way.
That's right, there's the Inception train. Hold on to the change in your pockets. Strap in. We're ready to transport Planet Tomac. Yeah!
Are you smacking
Welcome
the
to
stage?
Planet Tomac.
Got the strobe light going. Everyone's having a good time.
This is a mythological, magical planet.
Sounds fucking
Demigods are here. They're alive and kicking it. I just saw Zeus.
There's Achilles hanging
There
out.
are mythological fairies flying around here, and that is the King Fairy. That's Jack Fairy, our tour guide here on Planet Tomac. You can be your alter ego like Dungeons and Dragons. Here, you fucking hear me? You can have magical powers like Harry Potter and Twilight. Boom!
Hey! Hey! Franks and beans!
We're serving Franks and beans
Franks
today.
and beans, everybody! That's what we're serving on Planet Tomac today.
Like
All
it's
right.
D every time, man.
Franks and beans!
Get some Franks on the beans
This
there
is
for you, man.
impossible, man.
I'm saying keep throwing it in every time.
Okay. We are going to be welcoming a new member of the Tolmac family,
All right.
Robert Dean.
At Mr. Eerie Mist.
His alter ego will be introduced later.
Unveiled.
Come take your seat next to all of us at the round table
There's
and
room
speak
for
your
everyone.
truth past the peace pipe
Franks and beans!
and eat some Franks and beans.
Just serving it up hot, man.
Vernonites, trekkers, and bronies are all welcomed here.
And on Tomac we have Zion, Rainbow Land.
Clearly Pleasure Town
Right.
and the Emerald City. That's right, you know it! You know it! This podcast is way out of control already.
It already is, man. We just got the Tomac.
We speak 3 languages
Yes.
here. English,
Yes.
Jupiterian, which is my truth, evolution,
honest
revolution,
truth of D.
and Klingon, George.
That means I understand in our broken Klingon.
We understand that our Klingon sucks, and we all have health care here, baby.
Nolan and Shakespeare here with us.
My 2 dogs, they're seniors, but they get magical
Still
powers
doing
on
it.
Planet Tomac, too.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old pug Lola turns into the Pug Fairy. Bye, my sweet angel pie. Mwah.
She plays with them all.
My
Claire.
14-year-old grumpy, fat, looking at
But
me.
lovable
No, he
Shih Tzu.
only loves me and
Okay.
you, and that's it. He gets a voice here. He likes to talk to us, right,
Yeah.
guys? What do you want to say today to Mama Puppy?
Cocaine ain't for everybody.
You can't do
This is what I
cocaine.
call a good time, baby. I'm having the time of my motherfucking life.
No.
Right, man.
Who gave him cocaine? He's too old.
Doing crack.
Fuck you.
No, Puppy.
Doing crack with Ron and the news team, man.
Franks and beans!
That is our tour guide, Jack Ferry, telling us to move this along.
Okay,
man.
I wanted to share something with our podcast fan friend listeners, something very personal.
Dee got a fucking awesome e-card from her brother.
Yeah.
And
From my birthday.
we got up at your
I wanted to play for everybody. So it's one of those animated things, and I guess he could obviously add information to it. And it's
Right.
just this really cute looking pig talking to me. So imagine this voice coming at you, cute little pig, but just
Yeah.
looking right at you, talking to you, saying, "Can you play it?"
Yeah.
Saying this.
Another birthday? What the fuck? Again? Just kidding. You know how I do. I just wanted to swing through and wish you a happy one.
That's nice.
Listen, don't go out, get all fucked up, then come home and throw up on Shaky. That motherfucker is mean enough already. If you throw up on Lola, that's okay. She's so fucking ugly, she's cute. You should live it up and have a ball, but don't go punching pigs like your dad and Sam did. That wasn't right. That fuck was my uncle. Anyway, have some cake. smoke a blunt, and mac out.
Fuck, man.
That's what I would do.
Thanks, bro.
Happy birthday.
I love you, bro.
Oh, and stop eating bacon.
The part where he was like Dad and Sam punching pigs, right? My father grew up in North Collins, New York. They had like
Rural
a farm,
farm, yeah.
farm, right?
Yeah.
So they, tip cows.
Yeah.
Watching Tommy Boy, they tip cows or like I guess punch pigs. It's
Right.
my father's a great man. I don't know why he punched pigs.
It's because he could.
So that's what. All right, so play it one more time.
Okay.
Another birthday? What the fuck? Again? Just kidding. You know how I do.
Immediately, I was like, oh
I just
shit.
wanted to swing through and wish you
Now
a
it's
happy
getting
one.
into trouble here.
Listen, don't go out, get all fucked up, then come home and throw up on Shaky. That motherfucker is mean enough already.
Even he
If you
knows.
throw up on Lola, that's okay. She's so fucking ugly, she's cute. You should live it up and have a ball. But don't go punching pigs like your dad and Sam did. That wasn't right. That fuck was my uncle. Anyway, have some cake, smoke a blunt, and mac out. That's what I would do. Happy birthday.
That's so sweet.
Oh, and stop eating
Stop
bacon.
eating bacon.
All right, man. Give it up. That's from my big bro.
Yeah, that was fantastic out of
man,
nowhere,
That is
man.
the best card of my since birth. That's the all-time best
Yeah.
card ever.
Shakespeare's got something to say about that card.
Fuck you.
That motherfucker's mean enough.
Hearing your brother's card to you gives the listeners a little bit of an idea of just the dynamic of your family in general. So
So the podcast makes more sense
it makes
now.
a lot more sense.
So that is
It's-
a big brother
It's genetic.
to a little sister. That's his
Yeah.
birthday wish.
In my family, I've never got anything like that.
Forget about it. My
It's like
relationship
close.
with my brother
Yeah.
and your relationship or lack thereof with your
Yeah.
brother is like night and day.
Yeah, but don't forget about the yearly Christmas
Yeah,
card.
you don't get a birthday card, but you get the yearly douchebag Christmas card.
Artist Gilmore did very well in the mime class.
Mime class.
Merlin Olsen's fanny pack was filled with flavorful bacon.
Mother Teresa put the cigarette butt out in her lemonade. Mother Teresa put the cigarette butt out in her lemonade. Mother Teresa put the cigarette butt out in her lemonade.
Fuck, that was
Lemonade.
so good, man. That's from our theme today, Anchorman 2.
Hey! Hey! Break the beans!
Make the beans!
Keep bringing it back, man.
This podcast is so
Yeah.
stupid.
Break the beans!
It's cleverly stupid.
Break the beans!
Okay, there's a little bit of help there.
Jack Ferry is our tour guide here on Planet Tolmac. He's wondering what the fuck is going on.
He's just keep
Where
it
are we
together
going now, Jack Ferry?
These are our ghost adventures.
GAC! GAC! You know it!
Little Frank the Tank actually coming to support GAC.
All
man.
right, man. Frank the Tank.
All right, D, where are we
You
going?
know it. You know it. You know it.
Fucking means that shit, man.
That's from Zach when he was getting bullied. We'll talk
right.
about it later. He says, I really appreciate GAC family support. And I
Yeah.
made a graphic. I said, did GAC family support Zak Bagans?
All around Frank
I put
the
it,
Tank.
You know it.
all right, D, where are we going? Where are
All
we
right,
going?
they just played this season 9.
Yeah.
Fox Hollow Farm.
You think he's here? He liked it here. And the victims are still here. His victims. Fox Hollow Farm bodies found on this property. The pool where most of the killings took place.
Herb did it!
There's too many things that we can't explain. Fingers went around my neck like this.
There's something negative up here.
You think it was her? Yeah.
GAC. I've never even heard of this place before,
Really?
or of Herb Baumeister, but I
Okay.
know that you had.
Yeah.
And so this was just a great
I was
return to it
excited.
for you.
Yeah, I saw a documentary. I think it's 2007. It's called The Haunting of Fox Hollow Farm.
That must have been amazing, right?
The same owners are still there.
That's the-
Rob and Vicky
all the same
Graves.
players, yeah.
Graves.
Right.
Come on, man. So they're still there. The documentary had a bunch of paranormal investigators there, and then there was a filmmaker. It was over a 6-month period. They got
That's
tons
unusual, yeah.
of EVPs. That's why I was like,
Sure, for 6
I mean,
months,
it's
so
hard-
they should get some good shit.
yeah, so that's why I really remembered it.
Yeah.
And I remember then I'm like, oh my God. if Ghost Adventures
that'd
did
be a great
this.
place.
Yeah, and it was. And of course, they played it on Saturday, which was my fucking birthday. So talk about a birthday present, man. Oh my
Perfect.
God, I was so
You both
excited.
knew moving into this home
Yes,
what happened
they
here.
knew.
Yes.
They had the last
Bodies
name.
found on this property. A serial killer lived in your home.
Strike-
Were you
strike one.
prepared for the hauntings?
Initially, we tried to distance ourselves from the history, but we really feel that the spirits that are here are these unrested souls.
So you believe they are here now?
Oh yeah, there's too many things that we can't explain.
They're
And a
actually-
ghost with a red T-shirt that's been walking around for years.
Come
All right,
on.
Paranormal Witness did this place too.
Right,
It's
that
the
you said,
same
yeah.
owners from there.
They're still there, still suffering, still
What
dealing.
did you see or what did you experience here?
First experience I had was a man walking into the woods. He was walking, a young man walking away from me.
That's the guy in the red
He
shirt.
had on a
Right.
red T-shirt. I realized I could only see him from the waist up, and he just disappeared.
That's the victim in the red shirt, the young man walking to the woods, because he's trying to show them something.
Right, he's trying to lead them something.
Tell them something.
Right.
And the EVPs they get later in the woods, that's got to be him.
Since Vicky is a pathologist by trade, we find her experiences to be very credible. We head to the room where she experienced this very unsettling
The
sensation.
husband, Rob, says he knows it's Herb in the master bedroom.
Hanging
That's
up
where
by
he
the
likes to
tub.
hang out because he likes water.
That's correct.
They
He
go
does
down
that.
to the pool, which is one of the
Even
worst
more water.
places, right? The pool, the apartment, and the woods. I knew that going into the lockdown, like, those are the worst places.
The killing zones.
The pool was a lure. He would go down to the bars downtown and lure the guys back with the promise of swimming in an indoor pool.
That must have been cool back
And
then.
they came back willingly.
Little did these men
Aw,
know,
man, big
Herb had a
weight to
twisted
disrespect.
obsession with erotic asphyxiation, whereby he strangled his victims to the point of suffocation in order to arouse himself. And through this act of perversion, strangulation became his preferred method of murder. For many of the men who swam in this pool never left it alive.
I think there was a lot of swimming going on in that
No.
pool. What a horrible way to
lot of
die.
drowning,
I mean,
yeah.
drowning enough and then being
Right.
choked with a hose.
And obviously, well, not obviously.
It's a sexual thing.
Would they be looking at him while he's choking
I
them
don't think
out?
so, no. I don't think so. I mean, you
Okay.
know, if you want to be choked out, it's got to be a willing thing. You know what I'm
Consensual.
saying? Some
A
people
little
like to get
consensual.
choked out, right? I'm
So-
not here to judge or
I know it is
anything.
fun to wrestle. Nice pile drive to the face. Or a punch to the face.
But you
cannot
cannot
do
do it.
That's from Nacho Libre,
Because-
which we honored last time on episode 34.
Murder is against the law.
Yes.
But they were willing. It was like, hey, man, let's get funky and drunk, you know, and choke
Right.
each other out. But they didn't know that Herb was going to take it to the next level.
I mean, I thought that auto asphyxiation was where someone was choking you out,
Yeah.
and that got you off. But this is the exact reverse. He's choking them out to get,
Get
him
off. I thought both people are getting off.
I thought it was just a one-way street. 'cause
Yeah.
How can each of you be
Listen,
choking
man.
each other out, man?
Listen,
I mean,
man.
that's insane.
I'm fine with maybe a hand on the throat, a little hair pull, a little
Yes.
spank on the bottom. You know what I'm
When I'm
saying?
making out with a girl for the first time,
yeah, here we go.
I like to give her a little spanking.
What? Nothing violent. You just tap her real light right on the tushy and say, hey, I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy.
That sounds awesome coming from you. That is a honorary mystery clip.
Here in the backwoods, a mere 100 feet from the family home, is where Herb Baumeister was said to have deposited the lifeless bodies of his victims. And it's on this plot of land that he burned their remains in an effort to conceal his crime.
What? That's crazy.
Did you ever find anything that you can talk about?
Well, we certainly have found bones.
Yeah.
What?
Bones on the property.
Just offhand, we found bones.
If you spend enough time, you can find bones all the time.
Oh my
not
God.
only are they killed violently, you're also finding the bones of the deceased that still haven't been identified.
Yeah.
That's right. There's your recipe for a haunting right there.
Zach's checking out Rob. He's like, something's up with the
I
husband.
think there's more than what they're telling us.
I definitely agree.
Rob has a deeper connection to Herb.
I know, I noticed that too. I was watching him kind of put his head down. And,
Yeah, right. And I think it's important for us to talk to Joe, the guy who lived in the apartment.
because that's more of the physical attacks happening.
Right, all right, Joe the renter. But let's just talk about the husband for a second,
Okay.
Rob. What if Herb likes Rob a little bit? What if that's kind of his taste.
That's a take that I don't think anyone really thought of.
Well, I did.
When you lived here for 2.5 years, did you experience some stuff?
Yes.
Of course he did, man. That's why
Horrible
they're trying to talk
stuff.
to him.
No joke, the door knocker is like this. It's completely horizontal, and it went up higher against this and just slammed as hard as it could.
Bang, 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 bang.
I mean, they're fucking
I'd
with
be
us.
out! They showed it even on Paranormal Witness.
Yeah.
Just saying, this guy, he has the same story. The husband, wife, and the renter Joe. Their stories have not changed,
They're
okay?
still
This
just
is
as
the
terrifying
truth.
now.
This is for reals.
This was an aggressive spirit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it was Herb?
We gotta ask the interns. Interns,
Yeah.
do you think it was Herb?
There you go.
Orphans!
I see this kid running for his life, and when he ran through here and stopped, he kind of looked at me and jolted his head back and just stared at me.
Could you imagine if you saw that shit? The reenactment was scary. Or listen, this apartment, that was where Herb liked to get his groove on.
That was stage one.
Especially where, like, when his family, his wife and kids, oh my God, when they went out of town.
Talk about a double life.
So let me see if I get this correctly, because I
Okay.
get excited when I watch the lockdowns, and sometimes
Right,
all
right.
the information gets not so clearly.
Let's set the scene.
Well, I think they said if you make it to the apartment or you stay in the apartment,
Right.
you live. But if you end up going down to the pool,
To phase two.
yeah, which is where they're going right now.
Right.
So I was swimming down here, and what I felt on the back of my neck, I'll never forget it. It's like warm hands, the back of the palms, and the fingers went around my neck like this.
Do you think that this was Herb?
I think so.
Do you think Herb was trying to kill you?
I always felt like he was trying to let me know that he was here.
He
Just
was
start
saying,
getting his
"Hey,
groove on."
Are you in the mood for a little choke?
They'll choke it
We head
out.
onto the hallowed ground of this property, the backwoods, where 20 years ago, the authorities unearthed countless human remains, which were the keys to identifying some of these
They're
victims.
still finding bones. Joe said he found a femur.
What?
It's
right,
true.
When I saw this red shirt character that Vicky saw as well,
You saw the same red shirt?
I saw him walk for 3.5 strides. It was an untucked red t-shirt. But from his groin area down, I could see through his legs. I felt like I was supposed to see it.
He found a femur. They don't see legs. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
This
D's logic. Putting it all together, man.
The skeleton ran out of shampoo in the shower.
That's D's favorite Ron
Again,
Burgundy.
The skeleton ran out of shampoo in the shower.
Ron is all over the podcast today.
so stupid.
The skeleton ran out of shampoo in the shower.
I'm sorry.
Just never gets old of it. There you go. There's a snort. That's how you know it's a good one.
Is it true that you are the person that led the police to Herb Baumeister?
Yes, that's true.
That's a bold statement from Virgil Vandegrift, who's the PI who broke the whole case, who unraveled her
In 96.
Yeah, his whole second life, his facade, and he's like,
Listen,
this guy is guilty.
Let me
man.
just say this.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
picture of Herb, come on, man. That guy is fucking creepy as fuck. Come on. I mean, when you
Right.
look under the dictionary of demon, evil, fucking choke you out fuckers, it's his picture
Herb.
going, hey.
How many men did he kill in that house?
I think it's 19 now.
Virgil, you know they're still finding bones coming up out of the ground, right?
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Do you think it could be in excess of 19 people?
I think he is probably one of the biggest serial killers in the history of the United States.
One of the victims got away, and he was crucial of telling them, hey, the place was called Fox something, and,
Right.
you know,
He saw a
right.
license
right.
plate
So he
and
was like a
everything.
bigger build of a guy that he
Right.
would normally take home.
Right.
So he choked this guy out.
wanted a little more that
right,
night.
but no, but then this guy like came around after a little bit, you know, and Herb,
right.
you know, was surprised that he was still alive.
He tried
kind
to
of
play it off.
Yeah, like,
It's like,
oh,
hey, you want a
sorry,
drink?
man, sorry, I choked a little too hard, but then took him back. And then was
Right.
like, hey, let's get together another time, some other
When
time.
Herb killed himself up in Canada, he kind of made a ritual type scene.
How?
Shot himself. He raised the sand up and made a kind of an altar type thing out of it. His arms were spread out. He had some dead birds laid out.
Do you think that he killed himself in this ritualistic way so that he could return to the home and that he is there with the spirits of the victims?
Highly possible.
highly
This was
probable.
in 1996.
Yeah.
And this is when the cops were already onto him. His
Right.
wife was divorcing him. And then he does this ritual. And the picture they showed of it is very interesting. Let me just, it looks a little Native American Indian type of
Okay,
ritual.
yeah,
but I
right.
don't know for sure. I
Right,
don't know for
right.
sure. I'm just
Yeah, it had a
saying.
burial mound, him
That's
kinda
the
splayed over it.
impression. Right.
Sure.
So who knows what that's about.
See right there. You see it? You catch it?
See what?
You used to not give a fuck about discretion. I seen you pull somebody's jawbone off.
I seen it.
He could be the largest scale serial killer in the history of America, and we are in his house.
Let the lockdown begin.
As we begin our investigation of Fox Hollow Farm, our audio tech Jay Wasley hears a loud noise come from the pool room in the basement where it is said many of Herb Baumeister's victims were killed.
Right off the bat, shit is going down. All right, so where does Zach go?
The activity
room.
Hey, Herb. Herb, if you're still here at your home, I want to tell you that you're an evil man.
Yeah.
You killed a lot of men in here.
Good.
And many believe that you attacked a guy named Joe not too long ago here. Your spirit. You still here, Herb?
This is how clearly he's going down the stairs as he's saying
and
this.
he's taunting him all the way down
I
the
know,
stairs,
because
step by
he's
step.
the beast.
They head into the mechanical pump room with the pool because they hear a bang. And
That's where the noise came from,
Yeah,
the
and-
microphone in there.
That's where the original, what they say is the original hose that Herb used to choke people out.
Come
it's
on.
still there.
Is it still there? Could it possibly be the same one?
A hose is like $20. Why keep it, man?
Talk
Why
about
keep
a
the
trigger
energy?
object.
Are you in here? If you are, just letting you know, we're gonna be here all night. I bet you he's just sitting watching.
I bet he is too.
If there's any victims here and you were strangled and you were killed by her, we'd like to try and help you.
Zach was like, I can't imagine anybody living here. Coming from him, that's horrific.
What went through your mind, Herb? You had a nice family, you took care of them, but why did you have this other life? Were you a demon?
He said the D word.
And it's not me.
It's not you. Orphans, is Herb a demon?
Yes! Let the lockdown. Oh shit.
Let the
EVPs.
What?
Break the vein! Break the vein! Break the vein!
Let the EVPs begin.
What's creepy about that voice?
Sounds like he's losing. No, you know what it sounds like? He's gasping for help. Like, help.
No, it sounds like a spirit.
He's like getting choked out.
Somebody saying help, getting
Well,
choked.
they're
That
getting
was
choked from behind.
scary.
They got the EVP right after Zach saw a white mist coming across the room.
Is this possibly the spirit of Alan that Vicky saw twice with her own eyes?
Alan with the red T-shirt. That's
Right.
the guy, right? Nick was like, "Hey, is that a victim or
is that,
Herb?"
Is that Herb? Right.
I don't know, man. It could be Herb
That's
trying
an
to
interesting way to
confuse him
think about
because
it.
he's a demon,
This is evil.
or a victim, which is
Of course, saying
heartbreaking.
just help,
yeah,
help me
yeah.
not die again.
Time for some spirit box.
Come over and talk to us and tell us what your first name is.
I'm dead.
Dead.
Can you tell me the name of the man that killed you?
I don't know. That's
really-
sad.
How many men did Herb kill in this house?
Herb did it! Dude, that just said Herb did it. Did you hear it?
I heard it.
Herb said, dude, I swear to God, he said Herb did it.
Aaron has the right reaction.
Yeah, man.
Herb
Many
did it.
times when we are talking to spirits through the spirit box, we will capture balls of light and visual anomalies disappearing in and out of our speaker. And just as a spirit comes through and says, Herb did it, this light anomaly that we debunk as not being dust or an explainable artifact disappears right into our speaker.
Boom.
Which at that time, I also feel a heavy pressure on my chest, which forces me to lean back as my heart rate begins to accelerate.
I'm feeling a heavy pressure on my chest right now. My heart rate is accelerating.
That's one of the best. They get
Could you
multiple
imagine
things.
me in a place like that?
No,
Never,
no,
never, no,
I mean,
never. No.
They feel it. Their heart rate gets up. They get EVPs. They get it all
That's why
together.
they're
Bishop wore buttless chaps to the bat mitzvah.
That's for the extras,
Oh
man.
my God! Give me that again.
Bishop wore buttless chaps to the bat mitzvah.
Mitzvah.
Not to brag or anything, but I just gave Florence Henderson cramps.
Good for you.
That is from our theme today, Anchorman 2.
Alan, are you here with us? I'm here.
I'm here.
It goes, I'm here.
Oh,
and
man.
They're out in the backwoods where all the bodies were found, where they keep finding bones.
Right.
And-
So
and-
these responses are pretty scary and
Right.
sad at the same time.
Right.
But it's like, I'm here.
Can you take us to where your body is? Which way do we walk?
In the middle.
In the middle. Get the fuck out of here.
Found it. I just heard it say found it.
Found it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm losing my shit. I was expecting a spirit just
Right.
standing there. It was so clear.
Right.
Over here, in the middle.
You're getting
Found
close.
it. Hot, cold, you bingo.
After we receive the voice saying found it, which we believe is telling us the spot where Alan's body was dumped, all of the voices go silent as you can hear nothing but white noise. It is at this time that all three of us become speechless and overcome with sadness as we feel we just made communication with a spirit not at rest that was killed by a serial killer.
Being empathic myself, I am very empathetic to them and being able to feel those emotions around them. It's
Right.
very overwhelming.
It all picks
but
up.
I swear to God, I thought they were going to get jumped.
Now they send now they send Nick up to Joe's scary apartment to go look around.
Come
just
on.
see what he can
That's
find.
where he liked to get his groove on.
And the party goes downstairs.
Then you ain't coming out.
You ain't gonna make it.
You ain't gonna make it.
It's 30 miles to the nearest town. Unless you can flip upside down and fuck on your hands, you ain't gonna make it.
Major fee.
Nick by himself, second floor.
They used to throw Aaron like that. Now it's just Nick.
In complete darkness. Walking into the apartment. Can't see anything. There's someone in this room.
It's a demons.
Earlier, Joe was talking about some knife marks on this wall that they covered up. Possibly those could be knife marks from when someone tried escaping.
Oh man, that's crazy.
What were you
right?
trying to do? Were you
Really?
trying to escape out this window?
Yes.
Were you trying to free yourself? Did he knife you right here? Strangle you? What did Herb do to you right here?
Oh, then he hears a knock at the door. That
Right.
little ding ding knock thing.
Yeah, that Joe experienced. Now
Came
he's
a coming
experiencing it in
knocking.
real time.
Oh, it's a demons. Let me in.
What was that? You guys can hear me. Get up here quick.
When we do a side-by-side comparison with when I was doing single knocks with Joe earlier at the apartment, the audio matches perfectly.
That was amazing.
They're the best,
The
man.
knock outside, it sounded, you knew it was the exact same thing.
Ghost
a ghost had
Adventures
just
is the
knocked.
best, and GAC Family's the best, and we love Zach, Nick, and Aaron. And right now, Zach's getting some shit, and we're
Right.
gonna talk about cyberbullying later. But for the assholes going after fucking Zach, go fuck yourself! Lurch-looking hyena, fart face.
What? But the GAC family does not tolerate bullying.
All
It
right.
doesn't tolerate cyberbullying.
That's right, man.
That's getting into
And
evolution.
definitely not of Zak Bagans,
No,
all right?
man.
So, that's later. I need to calm down in
it's
general
just, I mean,
because
you've been jacked up to the whole GAC section here.
I've
and you-
been jacked up all day. I mean,
yeah.
we're doing Anchorman 2.
Right,
It was
right.
my birthday. It's
Yes.
magic in the air. I'm going to be a little out of control
Right.
today. All right, let's go. Let's get back to this amazing, amazing lockdown, but we keep fucking around too much.
Yeah. Oh my God. I heard that with my own ears, bro.
Zach's like, Nick, stay up there. We heard sounds. We're coming to get you, man.
No, stay up there. We want more shit.
And there's something negative up here.
I immediately head upstairs to see if we can uncover the source.
But I'm still not scared. This is what I do.
That's how we do. We do gangsta style.
I know, he's in here. Dude, it was so creepy. Walk in there, you'll feel him in there, dude. And I keep feeling like my throat is just like closing in.
And then Zach starts to walk
That's the
into
closet.
yeah.
They're talking about a closet. They think it's a vortex. It's kind of
Just a
like
vortex.
Poltergeist.
Who's in here? Who are you?
It's Herb in the closet again.
As we get closer to this back closet, the air thickens, and it feels like a charge of static electricity begins affecting our bodies. All three of us know we are getting close to something, and this is exactly when we get two chilling, intelligent responses.
Nick gets a good EVP.
Why are you in here?
Herb said here. The next one, they don't know if it's what? Getting cold?
Getting close or getting cold.
Okay, you want me to come in? Whoa.
it said getting close.
Yeah.
As we push deeper and deeper into the closet, once again the voices go silent and the air in the environment baselines back to normal. After feeling this happen immediately following a session of intelligent communication, we feel that sharing these tidbits of information is helping the spirits move on.
I hope so. I really do. They think it's a vortex in the corner there.
Right.
Makes sense. That's where Herb lives. That's where his main shit is.
Okay, right,
Up
right.
there. That was his hang pad.
Comes in and out.
Yeah.
Different dimensions.
Right. And he's literally in the closet again. They go back to the woods. They do a thermal scan.
We capture no visual evidence on thermal, but during our sweep, Billy heads upstairs to the apartment to start breaking down the cameras. Before he does this, he decides to ask the spirits to manipulate his flashlight, because earlier when he was setting up, that is exactly what happened with absolutely no explanation.
Yeah, Billy, get your paranormal chi going.
Do it again.
All right, let's hear that sound again.
Do it again.
That's what's going on in the
It is
dark.
at this exact moment that a very strange light anomaly manifests in the back of the room. Watch closely as this mist shoots up the contour of the ceiling, then seems to glide down the ceiling where it runs along the angled section before disappearing by the cabinet,
Hi,
right
Herb.
where the previous tenant collapsed on the floor in a pool of his own blood.
Run, Billy, run!
Is this visual evidence of how spirit energy travels quickly back and forth between our world and theirs?
And they got
is
it.
this what charges our environment, creating what our bodies sense during spirit transmissions and communications?
How perfect of a definition of that it is.
Paranormal gold, they're the best. I want Ghost Adventures to be like an hour and a half. It's never enough time.
Right.
I've been wanting to say this for a while. It would be
Right.
so great. Just an extra half hour,
Just a little
like without
something extra.
commercials. That means
Right.
just an extra 20 minutes, like
Yeah.
maybe at the Fear Factory, like if they had an extra 20 minutes,
Right.
Zach could have gone up back to the doll room because that's what I wanted to see
Trying to fuck
happen.
with them
but
again.
this was an amazing lockdown.
fucking great.
I knew it would be.
Yeah.
Zach, take us
The
out.
tranquil
All
and
right,
serene grounds
yeah.
of Fox Hollow Farm presents one of the greatest contradictions between the physical and spiritual world. The backwoods is a graveyard of unrested souls whose time on this earth was violently taken from them. Is the dark energy here actually the spirit of the alleged serial killer Herb Baumeister? Or
Yes.
does it represent the agony of the suffering spirits who are trapped here?
Both.
With Herb Baumeister's suicide, any secrets about the alleged murders were taken to his grave.
They sure the fuck were.
GAC, GAC. Another amazing lockdown.
I want to talk to new listeners for a second.
All right.
Okay, we have a lot of sympathy and respect for all victims, victims' families,
Sure.
victims of people that were just attacked even.
Right.
Okay, so what you're hearing is our excitement, okay? Us
Our
honoring
jubilation
the
about it, yeah.
lockdowns is because Ghost Adventures lockdowns are pure gold.
Yeah.
And it's like you are sitting down with us while we are watching the lockdowns because this is exactly what
Yeah,
it would sound
it's
like. This is
literally
what's
like
going
watching-
on.
yeah,
All right, so what's going on? We're not making fun of shit,
we're
okay?
enjoying it.
People know that. And if this is too much for you, then turn it off right now. Well, it's all about love.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah.
best. We get excited. The bass.
Tell me something about you.
Well, I'm an excellent cook. I can make cereal or a glass of water.
Me
My
too.
body temperature is a constant 110 degrees. I'm afraid of calculators. I could dodge bullets, although I've never tried it. If I ever have a pet, I'm going to name him Luke. I eat 12 Belgian waffles every day, but I've never been to Belgium. I don't believe in banks. I save all my money in the ocean. My left eye is 5 times bigger than my right eye. If you wanted me to, I would grow a beard by tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is an awesome clip from our theme today. Anchorman 2 from the extras. We mined the brick gold for you guys.
This is Ghost Adventures.
That's right, guys. That's right. All right.
Adding Aftershocks.
All right, let's bring it down for Aftershocks.
That's
Bobby
good.
Mackey's Brookdale Lodge, Villisca Axe Murder House, Letchworth Village.
I don't want to say I've got to deal with the devil, but there's an understanding. And what I've told him lately.
Wanda, these are demons.
I know that.
You can't make an understanding with demons.
Well, this is probably true. This is true. There's no probably to it. You're absolutely right.
I love the way he says that. That was awesome.
Very straight ahead, like, you can't make a deal with demons.
Aftershocks, another great new series.
Yeah, spin-off from the show.
They
It's
keep
great.
expanding their brand. They're
Yeah.
brilliant.
We focused, of course, on Bobby Mackey.
How is he still like, I don't know if it's haunted? Of course he knows. This is his bread and butter.
Right.
But when Zach played him the EVP of Carl,
Yeah.
about like
right.
the guys, somebody's finger being cut like on a tour or something,
right.
and like played it for Bobby Mackey. His face was priceless.
He
Because
instantly
what could you
recognized.
say?
He's
It's like, dude, he's dead. You
like,
know
"That's
he's
Carl."
dead. Yeah,
Right.
it's like, here.
Right.
I didn't know that Carl wanted to be buried there.
I didn't either.
That's what they said there.
Yeah,
He wanted
yeah,
to be
yeah.
buried there. I hope to God that he isn't because,
Right, just a
you
little-
know.
just break somehow from the place.
It's
in any way.
heartbreaking, you know, his hold there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want to say I hope he's still not there, but of course he's there. We heard.
Stop running!
That little piece of gold was from Brookdale Lodge when they got that. And that was the first time we saw Gracie on an investigation.
Yeah, right.
So that one is a little sentimental, I think, to most GAC family.
And it's no different from anyone being attacked by a bully or any aggressor. The scratches, however, are something that is more, I believe, dangerous because it's marked you. And I don't understand the scratches. It's happened to me. I don't understand how the scratches occur, how they're able to do this, but they are. And it's very real. It happened to you.
It's sad. So we're talking about Villisca Axe Murder House right now.
That was Katie. And it's really interesting. On the Aftershocks, you get a chance to hear stories you didn't hear.
Oh,
with
there
the
was a
original
lot of
house.
stories
Yeah.
that we didn't
This is
know.
one where she got 2 scratches on her neck, and she went there just because a friend brought her, and she didn't think anything would happen.
She was a skeptic.
Yeah,
And
complete
wow,
skeptic.
she's definitely not anymore.
No.
And the sisters, was it Patty and Linda?
Yes.
Ah,
I mean,
heartbreaking. I mean, the feedback on
each time we
Twitter
see 'em,
and on
it's amazing.
Facebook, everybody is like,
these poor ladies, they've
Yeah.
been through a lot.
Zach warned everybody, you're going to need some tissues for this episode.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely right. What about when Patty said the face that she saw like 2 days before Ghost Adventures originally contacted her to do the investigation at
Right.
Villisca?
She's at home, a demon ghost face comes up to her in her kitchen window, right up to her. She's looking right at it. And 2 days later.
Let's just say who she was looking
Right.
at, okay? Reverend Kelly.
Right, Reverend Kelly.
In the Dead Files, they sketch what the psychic saw. And wouldn't it be cool if somebody sketched what she said she saw? Because I guarantee you it would be a picture of Reverend Kelly. I tweeted out a picture of Reverend Kelly over at Chasing Domenico. I
Yeah,
was
that's a
like,
spooky one,
do
man.
you think he did it?
Like, of course.
I also sent out, there was a link to it too on an article about him. He's fucking guilty. Oh, man.
When there's talking to Linda and Patty.
It's hard for me to not get crazy right now, but Aftershocks are trying to bring it down a
Yes.
little bit.
Both Linda and Patty talk about, for the first time, how they lost 5 of their siblings in one fire, in a house fire.
2 years before they moved to Villisca Axe Murder House.
Where a bunch of children were killed there as well. So there's a definite bond with that
Right,
building.
like 4 of them were at school that day.
Right.
And which one of them said that it was like, was it 2 weeks before the fire actually happened that
Yeah,
she smelled smoke one night?
That was Linda.
Oh,
Linda said she got up and she actually got her father up and had him walk all the way around her property to make sure that there wasn't something on fire because she smelled smoke everywhere.
You know, between this and then we're going to move on to Letchworth,
Yeah.
what are the chances of them losing siblings and then moving to a place where siblings were slaughtered? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's
yes.
like it brings back, like, a lot of these people had ghost spirits with
Right.
them, so maybe it led them to these places. Like, you just don't know. And that's the
Right.
kind of stuff that Zach was really talking about and touching on. And
Right.
I mean, he did an amazing job as an interviewer. I mean,
Sure.
this is a great new addition to Ghost Adventures.
I mean, they discussed energy, they discussed possessions, they discussed everything.
Yeah, and it made us discuss some things afterwards as far as Amityville. When they replayed the footage from the lockdown and they were upstairs, and Patty was like, I wish they would tell me, I wish the little girls
right,
would, or
right,
the children
right.
would tell me what they want. And it really hit me. I was like, damn, there is no good there. You know what I mean? She's convinced, I don't know what the good is, what the bad is.
Right.
It's like, that's all bad. It's not little girls or children telling you, help me, please.
But
I
it's
mean,
so
that's
hard
the
to ignore
torture.
that when
Well,
you
right.
feel that that's right.
I know, but that's her torture. Why
Right.
she keeps coming back. She
Yeah.
thinks that she's helping them or that they want her help. And we know those are demons,
They
right?
were calling you back there because they were hitching rides in your bodies and escaping that place. It was almost like you were like a human subway, you know? You would just go there, pick them up, take them back to where you're going to go, and they could feed off of who else. You were going there, picking them back up again.
taking them back out.
Ooh, that's interesting. I never thought of it like that. That makes complete and total sense.
It's very clear, very concise, and very direct.
Oh, man, I felt for Dave. You know, remembering when we did the lockdown, the Letchworth lockdown, what was
Yeah.
that, episode
24.
24.
Yeah, we honored the campaign then.
And just like how happy they were, like having fun with him, saying, don't chew gum.
Yeah. He was their friend. Man.
Yeah, Dave and Jackie, which is his friend, to find out how they are now.
Yes, and coming back.
And the
they
nurse, Sarah, who used to work at Letchworth as well.
They spoke to David, and his girlfriend Jackie wasn't there, and they asked, "Hey, what happened to Jackie?" And he just said basically that she had gotten into some other deeper, darker stuff that he didn't want to be a part of, and that they didn't really speak anymore.
And that she's not who she used to be
Yeah.
at all. You know, and then when Zach said, like, hey, you know, even when we were interviewing you guys back then, I'm like, there's something up with her. She's
Yeah.
definitely addicted. They said it.
Yeah.
I can't
She
even
said
look.
it too.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even look her in the eyes. And I know what he's talking about because I was
Yeah.
looking at her, and there's something, this darkness.
It's a dark energy.
And
to her.
then they played it for Dave, like saying,
Yeah.
see, I said this shit way back when.
like, you're right.
I feel terrible that they got bullied. That's an interesting level that they got bullied after the fact, after it aired originally.
Yeah, right.
Basically saying you're exposing, again, I guess re-exposing Letchworth, saying like, you're too young, like to say this shit. Like,
Yeah.
how do you know? And the guy's like, hey man, fucking Google. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's
right.
like,
It's
yeah,
there for
there's the
everybody.
history, right?
Yeah.
So, and Zach was really on that, of course, because you say bully, and
He's
we are
on it.
all against bullies. But Sarah, the ex-nurse, had a completely different experience.
Right.
Everybody was happy for her because she was saying some of the good got out, not just some of the bad,
Yeah.
but some of the good, like people like her that really made a difference
Right,
in
really
some of
cared
the
about what was
patients'
going on.
lives. Right. Another interesting thing, they were talking about the old EVP, shut up, you prick. And it was interesting to hear her explain why that was so upsetting to her when she first heard it. They
Yeah.
captured that when Aaron was down on the slab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they got that. I remember when I first heard that EVP, I was like, oof, that's pretty damn clear. So basically, she was saying that that's kind of how the patients would talk to them.
Yeah.
Another patient named Sarah, who was higher functioning,
Yeah.
she like went up to her trying to be all nice. And she turned around, she's like, shut up, you prick. She's like, hey,
Shut
you know,
up, you
I
prick.
learned a valuable lesson. Sarah's
Right.
like, hey, you know, like I talked to her like a child. She's like, but that is their phrasing. That's how they would say it. Shut up,
Right.
you prick. Shut up, you know.
And she was very spooked.
Okay, now I want to talk about this dark entity that has followed everybody home that GAC got.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, on film, that
Right.
dark, and
Right,
this is
walk
the
behind
big,
the bullet,
right,
yeah.
right, and like back when Dave was saying they saw this huge dark thing with the like grasshopper,
Yeah, legs bent
with
backwards.
the eyes. I said look like My Bloody Valentine,
Right, with the wide
because that's
eyes.
what the reenactment looked like.
Yeah.
But this thing is like choking them. Now listen, this is where I really see. I'm getting like I
Okay,
gotta
yeah,
calm down
all right.
because like I'm getting goosebumps saying that Sarah was explaining that she was getting attacked in her home, but she was saying also that this was happening back when she was working at Letchworth.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
so this
sure.
has been going on for a long time.
Right.
They're still getting jumped at home. I mean, holy shit, man.
That is a big price to pay for just working there.
Here's something that I thought of. If this was going on way back then,
Okay.
this dark entity has been there for a very long time. What if
Okay.
this has something to do with why Letchworth was so poisonous to begin with?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Take some
okay.
reality as far as staffed, you know, like
Sure.
understaffed.
Right.
What came first?
I'm sure there are a lot of hospitals
What
that are a little
came
understaffed.
first?
Right.
So let's just give it up for Aftershocks. So
Yeah.
far, fantastic.
Amazing.
And on Twitter, they announced that they are going to do Saddamsville.
All right, so
I'm pulling my pants down right
I
now.
mean, it's almost like they're reading your mind. It's unbelievable. Like, I would love for them to do some dams, and then we do Velisca, and they do that. It's like,
What we need next, all we need is them going back to Lizzie Borden.
but is that really all we need, Dee?
Oh,
No,
I know what you need.
We need-
You know what I need, what you need, what we need, what everybody needs, what GAC family needs.
Tell Dee.
They're saying
Yeah,
it right there.
they're singing it to the crowd.
Hashtag GA do the house. Again, hashtag GA
Orphans
do the house. Okay, for that's like a 2 or 3 live interactive lockdown
Right.
at the Amityville Horror House.
3 hours,
And
man.
the pre-lockdown with Lorraine Warren at her occult museum with the Ovulus on the table. I was unaware that in Zach's dungeon he has cursed items. So I'm thinking, man, like it's a hop, skip, and a jump
Yeah,
from
go-
there to Lorraine
right,
Warren's
right.
occult
He
museum.
can bring some little supplies with him, some of his stuff, and put it there, see what happens.
Okay, everybody's asking me when we're going. I want to go, everybody. It's WT Wizard. Well, also the price tag to go to Warrenology to meet Lorraine Warren and go to the Cult Museum and hang out with the demons and everything, which we are definitely doing.
All
But
right.
it's like $130, $40 a head.
But
It's
as
worth
soon,
it.
As soon as I get my shit together, we are going.
That's a lot of scratch, yo. But it's worth it.
It is worth it.
I'm thinking of getting metal legs. It's a risky operation, but it'll
But
be
it's
worth
worth
it.
it!
That was Grandma's Boy, which you honored in episode 32.
We're still excited waiting for Sympathy Said the Shark, and
Yeah,
that's at SSTS, Zak Bagans.
Yeah.
And also Porthole to Hell House documentary. Come on, Zach, hurry up. We're dying.
Good evening. Tonight's top story is crack. I understand we have some crack, and we're going to smoke it right here in the studio. Oh, whoa, whoa! You feel that right away. It's just refreshing.
Wait, when it hits your lips.
Well, now we know, guys. You can't smoke crack on live television.
Like you had to be told that, man.
Let me say I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Yes. That is from our theme today, Anchorman 2
And Anchorman 1.
It is a Ron Burgundy
Bonanza.
bonanza of fun and love here.
Is that bad? Chicken of the cave.
Chicken of the cave. Nobody calls it that. WT, do you know what time it is?
What time is it, D?
I was searching.
Oh, shit.
You were on a mission.
Feeling it, D.
Then our hearts combined like a neutron star collision.
So gorgeous.
I have nothing left to lose.
Bring it, D.
You took your time to choose. Then we told each other with no trace of fear that. That's
gorgeous,
right.
D.
You know it.
Queen D Morpheus the Siren.
You got
right
your
here.
very own siren here, Tomakians. That's right, baby. It's evolution, revolution, free your mind. Now I've got nothing left to lose. You take your time to choose. I can tell you now without a trace of fear that our love will be forever. And we'll die. We'll be forever.
Everybody's coming, floating around here.
It's time to welcome a new member of the Tolmac family.
Sirened in.
Come to me, Rob Reaper. Let me knight you.
Knighted by a siren, man.
Take your seat at the round table here with us. Evolution Revolution is a mindset change. Free your mind.
Trying to free your mind,
Woo,
Neo.
Sounds good.
We come here to speak our truth. So pass the peace pipe around.
Take them beans.
We are going to welcome a new alter ego, Robert Dean.
At Mr. Eerie Mist.
And his alter ego is Rob Reaper.
This is a really good one.
I know, the invincible immortal with the power of flight and death touch. You want to give me a death touch, Rob Reaper? Calm down, guys.
Welcome to the Tolmac family,
You
Rob.
are a forever friend and a VIP of this podcast,
And now
whether you
you
like
have-
it or not.
Now everybody of the Tolmac family has
Yeah.
their D sent out
Oh, yeah.
Benedictine, protect yourself from demons,
D's
metal,
peace pack and a
friendship.
gangsta sack.
That's a whole thing.
This is
So
the first edition of it.
Yeah.
They had the peace, love, empathy buttons, a necklace, a Saint Benedict
Right.
necklace.
to protect yourself from
For,
demons.
right.
that-
I said, keep the torch lit for peace. And protect yourself from demons.
And thank you to everybody for sending back photos
Yeah.
of your gift, and you're wearing it and showing it off. That's
I love
very
you
cool
guys.
of you.
Yeah, you're
very cool.
They're like forever, like in our lives. You do
Right.
know that, right? Like, yes,
course,
I think
of
like they're
course.
coming to births, and like shows and backstage, all of it.
All of
Hey,
Baby, you and me's going on a date. That's in the story.
That's the end of story. You're a forever friend. That's it. End of story.
That's a mystery clip. Everybody here was wearing their necklaces.
That's
and they
right.
love them.
And the extra treat is that I bought them all from Darkness Radio.
Yeah.
We are all fans of that.
We support. We support.
GAC, yeah, a lot of GAC family.
Yeah.
This is our friendship. Instead of like friendship bracelets,
Right.
it's a friendship necklace. We're all friends
You're
here.
always doing things differently with D.
Because, you have to protect yourself from demons.
Right.
Okay, and you're my friends, and I'm trying to protect you because it's not just the horned pitchfork
big scary
guy.
ones. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They're negative people in the world. We all have some negative, rude,
Fucked up.
fucked up.
Just mean to be mean.
Yeah, these are
just mean to
people
get
that come
attention.
and go in your life. God
Yeah.
forbid they're a family member. You know what I mean? So you need this. The Saint Benedict. They put those medals in the ground
Right.
or around wherever
Right.
they use it after exorcisms or something like that.
Right. To
Okay.
sanctify property and ground and surroundings.
Demon people out there that wish you harm, that want to shit on your success, just
come on,
like
D.
Zak Bagans getting attacked. Let me take it down a couple notches.
Just so you guys know, your necklaces, Dee blessed each and every one of them with holy water before she sent them out.
Yeah.
Because Dee, she has a real vial of holy. You actually saw it. You did a Vine where you showed the holy water bottle.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you were wishing GAC good luck on a demon-infested house.
Yeah. That
You're
sounds
this-
like me. No, yeah. I
That
know what you're
bottle-
talking about.
That bottle's on her desk.
Yeah,
And she blessed each one before she sent it out.
That's right, guys, because they're evil demons in the world.
Right.
There comes a time to pick and choose your battles, and there's also
good
a
point.
happy medium because, of course, people need to stand up for themselves, right?
Right.
It's not like, just walk away. You can't walk away. You should walk away after a certain point.
Right.
This is just my opinion, guys, and I'm coming with the best of intentions.
Right.
And if you don't agree, that's fine. Your opinion. Just fuck you.
Sick catfish face diaper wearing assholes. That's what you look
That's
like.
what you look like if you disagree. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Anchorman 2.
So last podcast, we were talking about cyberbullying. We're against bullying. We've talked about bullying all the time.
Right, about the
Not just
petition.
because it's trendy. Oh, I'm against bullying. And then, they bully people themselves, They just don't have a charitable bone in their fucking body.
Right.
It's just like, they're demons out there. This is the discussion. Okay, so it's impossible to talk with
is.
this song on.
It is, but it fits so right.
It's from Anchorman 2. We're
Yeah.
honoring Anchorman 2. Therefore, we honor all the music in it.
No matter if we're talking about bullying or not.
It's a heavy topic, but we kind of put this other layer of ridiculousness on it, which fits this podcast perfectly.
Perfectly.
All right. Bullies are demons.
Okay.
The bigger asshole they are,
Yeah.
the bigger demon they are. I mean, we know the narcissistic bully Sleestack
Yeah.
who lives in my building who bullies everybody. If I'm ever in the elevator with him, I'm like, air just ceases to exist.
The
It's
evil
just
just
horrible.
consumes it.
Yeah, I know, and the energy of it. He's just so fucking evil,
So
man.
dark and negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where this is all coming from, okay?
Right.
Now, Catfish, their first show
That was great.
was
by the
really
way.
good
Yeah.
show, and
Brand new season.
most of it they focused on cyberbullying. This is a huge problem, but I want to point out right off the bat,
Okay.
the answer is always friendship. Friendship is magic, right,
That's
bronies?
right.
No, but always reach out to your friend. If you're getting bullied, the first thing you do is reach out to your friend. Don't reach out and go beat them up.
Right.
Go and get love first. Then you guys get together and beat them up together.
Stupid fucking idiot, red-shirted ass.
Grandma's boy.
But first of all, I just want to say I recognize some of your names on the petition, guys.
Speaking of
bravo,
cyberbullying,
okay?
yeah, very
Seriously, bravo
good
of
job
you guys.
for
And for
standing
people
up.
that don't know what we're talking about, what
We-
is this?
On the last podcast, we talked about a cyberbullying incident that ended in a death. Actually, a suicide.
Right,
And
a vet.
A vet. And we just...
So it's two things: suicide, and she was saving the dog from animal abuse.
The cat.
And yes, right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so she killed herself
From all the
because
people-
she was being bullied
Yeah, she was
so
being
badly.
petitioned and everything.
And cyberbullying was a huge part of it.
Yeah, it's-
And the extra tragedy to the story is that after this saint doctor killed herself,
Yeah.
these bullies have been celebrating online, on Twitter, on Facebook.
They continue the
Okay,
evil.
so the answer to this was a petition.
That was on change.org, and it was basically to hold the cyberbullies and the people who petitioned in person personally responsible for the death of the vet.
Legally
responsible,
Right.
because they truly caused it.
Because often people commit suicide after being brutally bullied.
Right.
It's time that we pass some kind of law
Right.
that people need to be held legally accountable for somebody's death.
The petition was on change.org, and even though the signature section is closed now,
Because they needed 5,000 signatures and they didn't make it.
no, they got a little over 4,000, which was really close. And
I recognize some of you guys' names. You guys' name. Yous are going to give me malaria. That's my Sicilian grandmother. Sorry. It's like a twitch.
It just pops out. It was great just to see that this type of petition was even getting done in the first place.
Well,
because that's
this
progress.
is right.
That's
Okay,
progress.
exactly. So we are heading in the right direction, and I
Yes.
want to be a part of it when and while it's going down.
So even though the signature section is closed, go to the petition. Just look under change.org. Just search for Dr. Koshi, Koshi.
Yeah.
And just read the information just so you're informed and so you can be there for the next one.
Right, and if you haven't listened to the last podcast, listen to it so you'll better understand what we're talking about. These things are going on. There's some really evil people out in the world.
Say it, D.
Here comes the song again.
You're talking about
Trying to
serious shit with this song,
ease
man.
the tension, baby. This is the music where we're talking about stupid demon people again. There are people within the GAC family that have been bullied.
Yes.
And the biggest bullies were the ones that just annihilated everybody and everything in just this evil, dark, demon, horrible person. And Catfish nailed
they
it because
did.
they found one.
They got one
That's
live
what
in the
this
flesh.
is. I don't care. That girl's a demon. You know when Zach said that he couldn't look Jackie in the face because she had a little twinkly eye or something?
Yeah, right.
That's how she looked
Aftershocks.
like. I swear to God, I
Right.
felt that
There
way.
was no remorse. There was no
I
really
got my
caring
necklace on right now.
We all do.
So people are afraid of her because she can publicly blast them whenever she wants if they cross her in some way.
Yeah, this is Catfish. He's
Yeah.
talking to the demon.
Yesterday really got to me. There's just this anonymous person. She's a catfish terrorist.
She's a demon.
She's causing fear and sadness among everyone she touches.
Yeah.
That's what demons
Okay.
do.
How many GAC family members have felt like that just on Twitter and Facebook alone? Okay?
So
a lot of
many,
you that are listening to the podcast right now better be like, yeah, me, kind of.
raising your
sure,
hands everywhere.
Exactly.
She's kind of a social network bully.
People have
spot
fallen
on.
victim to that person.
And when you're on social networks, people are always going to come at you and say what
Right.
they want to say. You can't stop them from saying it.
Right.
And in a way, if you ignore them,
Yeah.
you take away their power.
Yeah.
Because they only have a power if they have an audience
Right,
that
so
cares.
the golden rule here is the graphics that I put out. I say, like, the more you do not respond to rude, negative, demon people in your life, the
Right.
more peaceful you will become.
Right,
So
it's-
that's all the golden rule in general, okay?
Right.
And Zak Bagans is getting fucking beat up right now. And
Yeah.
let me just say, he's getting beat up because haters cannot stand that he's brilliant. He started something new, and those stupid bullies like, oh, the show's becoming all about Zach. Right, that's right. That's not true. It's not all about Zach. But listen, asshole, that's right. He made the whole shit happen in the first place.
Right.
It's him.
It's his show.
Stupid dick. Stupid dick. Stupid dick.
It's so good, man.
Started a new show, Aftershocks,
Yeah.
which is great. I predict all of these hater assholes are gonna copy it. They're gonna copy
Of course.
it. They're gonna steal this great idea that
Right.
you have.
Shove
it up your ass! Shove it up your ass! That's why you hate him, asshole. I just wanted to say that I didn't create this account because I hate Zach. I'm just sick of the Zackos. Okay, so basically what this
wait.
stupid
No.
prick. No, I'm talking to the asshole that's fucking coming after Zach. So listen, guys, because I've checked Twitter,
All right,
man,
all right,
and
all
I
right.
found. Okay, all right.
Slow
all right,
down.
all right, okay.
Thanks, because
I found a
what you
pattern.
told me is
Okay,
very
basically, a
interesting.
lot of these accounts that are trashing Zach.
Right.
Let me tell you something. It's bullshit. So I really think that it's like maybe one or two key pricks.
Right.
Right?
Making these
Making
smaller
these
fake
accounts.
accounts.
So it seems like a lot of people are coming at Zach.
Right.
When Zach, listen to me, it's not a whole bunch of people. They want you to feel overwhelmed. It's just
Right.
like one or two assholes. And one definitely saying all this stupid, horrible, nasty shit.
Right.
But here's my point. on the biggest douchebag's feed, his main objective right now is to piss off the GAC family.
Right,
Listen to me, people.
It's
Okay, family, so we have stood up for Zach, and we will continue to, but we need to shift our energy a little bit. So these guys are doing it to just piss off the fans right now because they're haters, because they don't have fans.
Right.
So now we have to take our power back. We have to know. I'm not going to give out like Twitter names. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's like everybody.
That's just continuing the pettiness.
Everybody already knows who the main people are, and the other people don't deserve the free publicity, quite honestly.
That's the main thing.
Right?
Fuck them, right.
And then there's taking responsibility and being careful to not become a bully yourself. Because if I wanted to, I could put out somebody's Twitter name right now,
Right.
and most people listening to this, they would go fucking jump them, but then I would become a bully, right?
Because you know that's
right,
what
so
happened.
you know it's a fine line. Because, I mean, trust me, I'm gonna go, fuck you!
Hey, Snuffleupagus! It's like Mr. Dorkstash has got some fight in him.
This dog's got a lot of fight in them. Okay, but let's talk about getting control of our energy, right, guys? So basically what we've just established is there's a bunch of demons out there now that are trying to take the GAC family and kind of fuck with them just because it pleases them. They know. So let's stop the law of attraction working in the worst way possible. Reverse it.
Okay.
Remember Aftershocks. Remember what Zach was saying in Aftershocks? That negativity, and it stays on you, and then it injects you, and it becomes a part of you. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I feel you.
So, family, we need to stop playing with the demons now, okay? We've given them enough attention. We've shown our love to Zach. The best way to handle it now for everybody
is to take away the only power they have, which is attention.
Which is what?
Which is attention.
Right, talk about it, right? We already know. We established these are demons. Fuck you. Give them nothing. And just next time you see something hurtful about Zach, man, you just you think for a second, you take a deep breath, you try to get fucking still. I know what it's like when you read something wrong, somebody loves me. What the fuck?
And when a man gets an eyeball at me and make my angel eye jack up, and I get the nerve to kill.
Feel me?
All right, Dee.
You know it.
This is the culmination of this whole discussion.
Okay, but I'm trying to get that. Okay, all right, so let's bring this down. I'm not trying to start a war. I'm trying to stop one.
And if all the bullies, if they want to come after us for talking about this, for
Right.
exposing it,
Don't bother.
Don't bother.
Don't bother,
We're
okay?
gonna ignore you and block you, and we're not going to care.
Yeah, that's right. We're not going to go after you now. This is the last time we're going to talk about this.
Right,
So
'cause-
don't bother. We
Right.
don't care what you have to say.
You can bully Dave and Jackie like Letchworth. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
We don't
that's terrible,
care.
right? They got bullied for
Yeah.
exposing Letchworth again. And if these guys want to try to jump us for exposing that they're ridiculous and we need to ignore them, don't bother. We don't give a fuck. We're blocked. We're not going to even pay attention to you after
Right.
this. You're gone. Poof.
And do
yourself a favor.
Get the calm going.
If we're going to change this dynamic,
Deliver the final message.
ow,
Without him
we have to be above the bullshit.
Okay.
Okay? We have to
Yes.
be above the bullshit,
Yeah,
change
right
this
on.
energy around.
The tooth fairy's exposed breast made the child uncomfortable.
Andre the Giant gave a surprisingly nimble foot
rub.
What?
Don't mess with me, Linda, because this white thunder rolls deep and it rolls nasty.
He's feeling a little bit down, but this is definitely picking up my mood.
You guys want to
wanna
kiss real quick?
That's for our team today, Anchorman 2.
Yeah. Come on.
All right, Dee, what is the third rule of Glam Dream Pop?
I'm glad you asked me that, WT Wizard.
The shapeshifter.
I am altering it. The third rule of Glam Dream Pop is you must watch Velvet Goldmine.
All right.
Now, it's an amazing, but it's an artsy, kind of erotic, out there kind of film that not everybody will get. I understand that. You must listen to the soundtrack of Velvet Goldmine because it will change your life. Isn't that right, Jack Ferry? He knows. He just told us. All right, everybody. WT Wizard is playing the drums.
That's true, right?
Yeah, it is true. I met this guy, baby. It's a
real
song.
dude.
It was definitely the summer, but
Slight
no velvet
exaggeration.
sky. Shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why I wrote this song.
Sounds like a pretty good dude, man. So we got a lot of DMs about the guy because people are interested in, is he real? What does he look like? how'd you meet him?
He still hasn't reached out to me. I mean, I've talked to people on Twitter about this already. I don't want to get into it too much because I'm a little pissed off that he still hasn't reached out.
Of course you would, because apparently he looks like Cesare Borgia.
He does. He resembles him very much, which is why I go crazy.
Hashtag Borgias for Netflix.
I'm serious, man. Someone's going to get hurt.
The Cesare pillow
Where
and
are
everything.
my friends, like Twitter? Come on. I mean, who else likes the Borgias for crying out loud? I mean, am I the only one in this war? I'm carving out an empire by myself. Vote for season 4, you lazy fuck.
Break the beans! Break the beans! Break the beans!
It never fails to get me, man.
He was masturbating!
Breaking the beans. He was masturbating!
He was masturbating! Break the beans!
We gotta come around here. We gotta do some shout-outs. The Tomac family is first up on the shout-out list.
Yes, and Robert Dean with your new alter ego, Rob Reaper.
At Mr. Eerie Mist.
Or my VIP, Trevor, Irish Jesus.
At Downey Trev.
My fellow Tomacian, he said that. I love it. I'm going to use it all the time because it's fabulous, but I want you to know, Irish Jesus, that I'm giving you full credit for Tomacians.
He coined that phrase.
He's been having a tough go. Life's a little shitty for him right now, so everybody send a little love and light over to our fellow Tomac family brother.
CurlyTailPugRescue.org.
Yes.
And WhiteFeatherFoundation.com.
Yes.
2 great charities. Check them out.
That's Julian Lennon's foundation, by the way.
Guy Used to Know is the song you've been listening to. It's Dee's original song.
Me.
And it came out a year before Goite's Somebody Used to Know, which was annoying.
But that's what happens when you're independent.
You gotta fight and scrap. So we're gonna let you find out where Domenico is online.
The majors can borrow from you at any time.
DominicoArtist is online everywhere. The website,
Twitter,
YouTube, Facebook, Vine, Instagram, Pinterest, they're all DominicoArtist. So it's very easy.
DominicoArtist.com.
And you can connect with the podcast if you want to DM your questions or your comments to Twitter at Chasing Domenico.
Yes, please.
D will get back and listen and comment on the episode page at DominicoArtist.com.
Yes.
We take meticulous care to make little chapters of each podcast. You can skip around and just do the highlights you want to do.
Yeah, tell me, baby. Give it to me.
Leave a message.
Just leave a fucking message.
Leave a Ouija story, man.
Ouija story. Hashtag Ouija story. Not joking.
Go to DominicoArtist.com and bookmark it.
Yes.
There's no machine to help out independent artists, so
now you're
share
talking.
the podcast.
Share the music. And the currency is retweets, shares, and downloads. And then you can get all up in my van.
Get it all up in your van.
That's so good, man.
I'm a class act. There's the Inception train that's telling us, hey, man, get ready for that kick to be thrown off of planet Tolmac here back to Earth. But first, that's right. Chasing Domenico podcast drinking game.
Jump right in the drink count. The drink count from last episode was 42 drinks.
Podcast 34, 42 drinks, not bad.
The interns made up the rules based upon Dee's personality in the podcast so they can get the most hammered possible.
Orphans!
We actually had to downgrade the amount of drinks per rule because they were getting freaking
Alcohol
crazy.
poisoning.
Yeah. So
literally, not joking. You fools!
And Dee is responsible for her interns, and no orphans are going to die on her watch.
Not on my watch.
So everything is
I
just
hate
one
all
drink.
the orphans in the whole world.
I hate all the orphans in the whole world.
Go, Steven.
Nacho Libre.
So I'm just going to read the rules for
Please,
the orphans.
please do,
All
okay.
right. Anytime you hear a quote from our movie theme of the day, today it's
Anchorman 2. Yep.
Anytime you hear Domenico say the word fuck.
Yes, just me in any fucker.
Drink, drink, drink. You hear us say evolution, revolution, and free your mind.
Yep.
That's a guaranteed drink. You hear us say mystery clip.
Yep.
When you hear us transword the Tolmac, which sounds like
drink.
Right? Anytime Domenico says bang,
right.
And then she said bang, 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 that's 5 drinks right there.
Okay. He can't count. Go ahead, go.
And every time Domenico snorts.
Now I read the 3 special rules. Okay,
Right.
The golden rule, you cannot say drink, drank, or drunk.
Rename the golden rule.
Okay, the Planet Tolmac rule.
Yeah.
You must play as your party alter ego. So if
Okay.
your friend's like, okay, I'm Sir Chugs-a-Lot, you got to call him Sir Chugs-a-Lot. And don't say Sir Chugs-a-Lot drink. Because you're still going to be drinking. Okay, and the gangster rule.
Throw your hands in the air if you think you're a player!
If you think you're a player, add the gangster rule, which is the drink count to the Ghost Adventures lockdown we do, which today was Fox Hollow Farm. So you follow that after you play this one, and you can get the Ghost Adventures drinking game rules at drinkywiki.com. Good luck.
Never go in against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
That is absolutely true. That goes out to one of my VIPs, Tara Shea at Tara Shea 79.
Your mother's ass is so hairy. It looks like Don King's about to pop out and say,
Only in America.
America.
Match of all time.
That goes out to VIP Tara Shari, and that's at Top Fuel Princess.
Break the veins.
Break the veins. JC Domenico is the glam dream pop version of a podcast.
All right.
All right, D. For the next podcast, what movie are we going to be honoring?
Okay, podcast 36.
Yes.
We are honoring Napoleon Dynamite. Rex Kwando.
I told you, I spent it with my uncle in Alaska hunting wolverines.
Did you shoot any?
Yes, like 50 of them. They kept trying to attack my cousins. What the heck would you do in a situation like that?
I can't wait for that one.
You
man. I
have
love
until
that
the
movie.
next podcast, which is June 13th. And yes, that's a Friday, people. The full moon on Friday the 13th. So get ready to also pick which Friday the 13th movie you want to watch.
Yeah.
So go to DominicoArtist.com, go to the podcast page, and on the blog, today's episode 35.
Yeah.
Tell me which Friday the 13th is your favorite. Tell me, and like, what is it about Jason in that one that moves you emotionally so much? Unless it's the first one, then it's all about the mother. Happy Mother's Day! Graphic
That
I
was
put
a
out.
great one, man.
Mommy dearest is whatever you do, don't get your mother any wire hangers. There's Jack Ferry. He says it's time to depart from Planet Tolmac, the after party.
Through Wonderland.
Back to Earth, because the after party is at DominicoArtist.com.
Yeah.
So bookmark it.
Bookmark it.
What's your favorite invention?
Flooring. What's your favorite kind of buffalo?
Chewy.
What's your favorite gas?
Ether. What's your favorite gas?
Texaco.
What's your favorite injury?
Ear pain. What's your favorite injury?
Cold eye.
Ear
What's your
pain.
favorite color?
Stripes. What's your favorite color?
Grape soda. What's your favorite food?
Communion wafers. What's your favorite
Tasty
food?
and holy.
My favorite animal is
I love
puppies.
scotch. I love scotch.
Scotch. Here it goes down. Down into my belly.
That is for our theme today, Anchorman 2 and Anchorman
Man
1.
1, that's right.
Ron's
You
all
know
over
it. When we honor a movie, we honor everything, and that's including the
the
music.
whole experience of it.
We are through because of your actions, you scorpion woman!
I love lamb. I love
I
lamb.
love lamb.
She doesn't think I connect with you as a child. Can you believe that bullshit? I don't see what the big deal is, you know? It's not that great.
What'd you say? What's that?
Busted.
I heard you say something.
No.
Oh, what did I say?
No,
Oh,
nothing.
nothing.
Oh, no, I heard you say something. He said you're not that great.
This is pathetic.
You're pathetic. You're a real hooker. And I'm gonna slap you in public.
Well, you know the old expression.
What's that in terms of?
Nope.
Nope.
I think of a lot of things to say, like
You're a dirty
bitch. Do what God put Ron Burgundy on this earth to do.
That's right, baby.
Have salon quality hair and read the
Read the
news.
news. That's right. Ron Burgundy is meant to read the news. This has been episode 35.
Sick catfish face diaper wearing assholes. That's what you look like.
Of the Jason Domenico podcast.
Break the veins!
You stay classy, planet Earth.
Thank you for stopping by.
But mostly,
I'm Ron Burgundy.
yeah.
Don't just have a great night.
Interns.
Have
an American night. You know
Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!